Okay, so I don't have my helper with me today. I have to do my own intro. Today I'm going to show you how to make rosemary mint shampoo bars. Now, a lot of you have written and asked what I use because I've already showed you what I use as deodorant, and I've also showed you how to make tooth soap. And the truth is, I actually use my kids' shampoo because I tried using a homemade formula that I found on another website, and it kind of ended up over time making my hair really greasy, and I wasn't a huge fan. The thing is, I like this. It's got good ingredients, this California baby, but it's also really pricey, and I have longish hair, so I have to use a lot of it. So I saw another recipe from Andrea at Frugally Sustainable for a shampoo bar, and it looked really easy, and I just decided I wanted to give it a try. I've made a few adjustments because I think hers, her formula was just a little bit probably on the more moisturizing side, and I only wash my hair every couple days, so I don't need quite as much moisture in my formula. So this is just a little bit different, and I'm going to show you how to get started. This is actually my very first time to do it, so if I can do it, you can do it. It's going to be really fun, really easy. A couple of things to go over that I needed to get started are I needed a digital, what is this? A digital scale. This was really, really simple to use, and I liked it. And this is my big fat loser version. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. The other equipment you're gonna need is a crock pot and a stick blender. And you're also going to need a rubber spatula and a plastic spoon, which I don't have any plastic in my house, so I'm going to use this broken wooden spoon that I'm now dedicating for soap making. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is gently melt the solid oils over low heat in a saucepan on the stove. This is the coconut oil, and then here's the cocoa butter here. We also have shea butter, and, well, the spoon's too big. Okay, and then a little bit of beeswax. This is something you don't want it to get too hot at all, just gently melted. And while you're doing this, you can get started with mixing the lye up. We're going to do that outside. Normally you might want to do it under the vent so that the vapors go outside, but since I don't want the vent to be on through the soap making process, I'm going to go ahead and mix the lye outside. Okay, before we go outside to mix up the lye, I'm going to add the oils that I just warmed up to this crock pot along with the liquid oils and set the crock pot to low. So here we have the cold pressed castor oil and olive oil and the jojoba oil. And I'm going to leave out the essential oils for now. Turn this to low. And now we're going to go mix up the lye. Now it's time to mix up the lye. Make sure you're wearing protective gloves and something to cover your eyes, protect your eyes. Go ahead and begin spooning the lye into the liquid. In this case, I've got coconut milk and water. And stir. It's going to get really hot, so make sure you don't touch the jar that it's in. Slowly adding, and then let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes after it's been mixed up. So it's time to add the lye. It's been about 5 or 10 minutes since I mixed it up. I should add that I've been cleaning this spoon in between working with the lye and working with the oils. Got my protective gear on, and I am ready to mix. Slowly and without splashing, trying not to splash. Okay, I'm stirring. Now I'm going to grab my stick blender and mix to trace. And basically, trace is the point at which it stops being oil and lye and it starts making itself into soap. The chemical structure is changing. Okay, so you can see that it's reached a pudding-like consistency. This is called trace. So what I'm going to do now is just cover this and let it cook for an hour on low. Okay, so as you can see, the mixture has folded onto itself, and it's time now to add the essential oils. Got peppermint and rosemary here. It smells good. Go ahead and mix it up and then add it to your mold. I'm just using a cardboard box that I've lined with some parchment paper. So now it's just time to scoop it. Maybe not the best choice of spoon for scooping here. Let's see. All right, got it all scooped out. Most of it. Okay, I am thinking that I don't want it to spread out all the way, so I'm going to kind of move it over this way. And it's gonna have a pretty texture at the top, at least I think it's pretty, it's kind of rustic. Okay, so since my mold is just a smidge bigger than I need it to be, I'm going to go ahead and just add in a little barrier here. Kind of just finagle this. Andrea over at Frugally Sustainable uses a bread pan for her mold, just a greased bread pan. Maybe I'll do that next time. But this works for now. There we go. And so now what we're gonna do is just let this sit for 24 hours and harden up. It's been 24 hours and it's time to take the soap out of the mold. I'm gonna go ahead and admit right now that I forgot I was doing a tutorial and I already took the soap out of the mold and cut it, but now we're going to do it together. So this was just a really simple process. With the parchment paper, it just slid right out onto the cutting board, and it was really easy to cut. I just went ahead and I'm going to do a super thin slice. We'll do these for the counter. That's it, just light pressure. And slide it. It's kind of sticky. Or not sticky, but it gets stuck. And there you go. I will tell you that I used some of the soap that was left over in the crock pot yesterday and made this little piece of, well, I guess you could call it like a wad of soap. I used it to wash my hair last night and it was awesome. No greasiness afterwards. It was really wonderful and I loved it. You're going to want to go ahead and let them cure for about a week before you use them. You can actually use your first bar right now, but they should in general cure for about a week to kind of let some of the extra moisture be pulled out. So there you go. Handmade rosemary mint shampoo bar.